This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
The views and opinions of the host and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
From what day you may find out.
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by BTC, Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the Cleveland Clinic, Kalina Insurance Limited, the Deposit Insurance Corporation, Dunkin' Donuts, Fine Threads, First Caribbean Bank, Grand Bahama News, John's Department Store, Jerkers Wild, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, Percy's Island Games, and Tropical Gyros.
Me just a do it like Nike. Me just a do it like Nike. Them want poison me, throw me thing up. Pass me and them girlfriend a link up. Hello. Dog, where you did that?
And good afternoon. Welcome to Talking Heads here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. This is Pearly in the house, filling in for Naughty. It is my Thursday. So happy it's Thursday. It's good to be here with everybody. I hope everybody had a great week so far. Everybody's saying happy Thanksgiving, but it's not really a Bahamian. That's our adopted holiday then. Happy adopted, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I know some people getting that turkey thing on. But to my American friends, happy Thanksgiving, happy Turkey Day. It's Football Thursday too. Football Thursday. I look forward to the American Thanksgiving holiday just for football. 3 games every year, and then you get college football tomorrow, and the Dolphins playing tomorrow, so it's the first time they're going to have a Black Friday football game, and it's amazing they're doing that on the biggest shopping day in America, and a lot of Bahamians go over there to get that, the shop. Somebody said, tell everybody, don't give the deal on the TVs. Everybody got a TV, they need a deal on groceries and light bill and stuff like that. But I hope everybody's okay. Just before we get started, did you all know that this Black Friday, DQ got the sweetest deal, 50% off all cakes, boxes of DQ sandwiches, Dilly Bar, Buster Bar, our Fali Blizzard, and delicious 100% beef hot dogs. Continue our deals on Cyber Monday. There will be 50% off and our $5 gift card. To be eligible for Cyber Monday sale, you must click the link on our Facebook or Instagram to receive a QR code that you must present in store. For more information, please follow our social media platforms or ask a member of staff in store. DQ. What's happening in the papers? Well, we know what's happening in the papers today. Victory for the PLP. Smith wins 57% of the votes. Voter turnout at 62%. Now, that's disappointing. Pintard says voters didn't give PLP any major endorsement. And the PM says voters showed faith in his government. That's what we're talking about today. We might as well say, I haven't tried to talk about anything else. This can be getting back to that. So we can talk about what do you give your thoughts on the election. Was it a message? 62%. It was a low voter turnout. What does that mean? Does this mean what kind of campaign did you see? Let's talk about it. Give me some views on it. And we talk. We try to keep it within the rules now. All right. Don't make me say nothing I can't say or don't want to say. All right. We got a text in. The text say we can talk about that. The text says, "Good afternoon, Purdy. Please explain the NBA in-play tournament." When we get at 5 o'clock, we'll give a breakdown on that. Okay, but right now we come to talk about the victory for the PLP in the West Grand Bahama and Bimini by-elections yesterday. It was an overwhelming victory for Kingsley Smith over Ricardo Grant, Lincoln Bain, and 2 other independents. Tada, and I forgot the young man's name. I don't want to. Okay, it's not a diss. I got a call already. Caller, what you saying?
Hey, Pearly.
Hey.
Sparky.
Sparky, blow me down. Sparky, I can be very honest with you. Somebody asked me what I'm talking about. I said, what you mean what I'm talking about? We need to talk about it. They say, trust me, Sparky can be your first caller.
They know me.
Talk to me. Because you got 3 minutes and I got the phone lighting up already.
At least you give me 3 minutes.
Well, I ain't nothing for 3 minutes. Let's talk. Talk to me. What's up? What you got to say?
Okay, you know what surprises me about Bahamians? Me and you always say Bahamian like politics.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They like vote.
Actually, it's surprising. They like vote, but only 62%. So you got, looking at this, I think it was 6,000 and change registered voters in that area. So when you look at 62%, that's probably over 2,000 people did not vote. Is that correct? And would I be correct?
But Pearly, see, you're using up my time. But then we dialoguing.
Talk to me.
You remember the last election? You remember what the F&M said?
What did they say?
That deaf people didn't come out to vote. That's why the PLP win.
Okay.
They say the same thing again this time.
Probably listen, you had over 2,000 people did not show up to vote.
Hold on. What the Prime Minister say? That ain't his fault.
No, it's not. No, it's not his fault. And no, it's not. But we as a country traditionally have had a 90% voter turnout every election. 3 elections, we had a low turnout. The referendum or the opinion poll on gambling, the 2021 election, and this election. This by-election of West Grand, Bahama, and Bimini.
But Pearly, listen to this.
That is not traditional for Bahamians. Bahamians like to vote.
But Pearly, give me a chance, because see,
Go ahead.
I was trying to talk, but then you do the talk, but you're yourself.
Yeah, I in charge.
But what I'm saying is, leading up to all the election on social media and all over the place, everybody in the country rowing.
Yes.
Now, when you got your opportunity and your constitutional right to go and vote, somebody just called me a little while ago. I on my front porch, having a cold one. I'm just watching the scenery. Somebody called me, and my radio in the bedroom. They say, Sparky, not you on now. Call in. Somebody tell me to call in, you know.
Okay.
I was out here because of mind my own business.
I got you.
Call me.
Next caller, don't hang up. I'm coming to you right now. Okay, go ahead, Naughty. Go ahead.
But Naughty.
This ain't Naughty. I better look in.
The election because their people didn't vote.
Okay.
Now, the people who didn't vote, how do you know if they are your people?
Well,
those are the people decided that they didn't want to get involved with voting. They'll sit back and watch. They say the voice of the people is the voice of God.
Listen to me. Each party knows how many votes they traditionally get in that area. If you used to getting 10 votes and you only get 7, 3 of your people ain't vote. So when they look at, they do that, and these parties do analysis of the elections. They look at the numbers, they look at the areas, they talk to their people, they have an idea, and people can tell you they ain't vote, they know who ain't vote.
Yeah, but Pearly, listen to what I'm trying to say. Between the last election and this election, those people from the last election who you knew were your people, they might have switched sides. They might have
just decided,
man, I could just sit back and let the people vote.
They might have.
They say the vote of the people is the voice of God.
Maybe so.
So now if that's the voice of God, it's all over. All the row we did, it's all over. That's the count.
Okay.
It's the voice of God.
Thank you.
So now we sit back and we wait. We talk about going to walk forward. Now my question is to the governing party, of which I am a member of the PLP. I got my dues card.
Yeah, we know that.
I'm a member. You know that.
What's your question?
Our job now is to wait for the people towards the next election to start waiting for the people now.
I got you.
Not for the ministers, and not for the foreign investors, and not for them. Time to start helping the Bahamian people now towards the next election, and then we will see what the people say next time.
All right. I got a bunch of calls coming in, Sparky. Carly on the air, how you doing?
Hi, Mr. Pearly. How are you?
Thank God for life. How you doing?
The last time I called you and me got into an argument. I think you put me on hold because you was talking about 100,000.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yes, ma'am.
I forgive you.
No, you keep cutting me off. But anyway, go ahead, darling. I forgive you too.
Listen. Yeah, no hard feelings. Listen, 62%. I don't know what that's about, right? I don't know what that is about, but that's a sad indictment, I think.
It is.
Something is not right.
It is.
But I would give some free advice. Like I would tell the citizens, especially of 8 Mile Rock and West End, get your notebooks. I want you to note, right? Well, we have phones. Okay, so we heard on the stage all of the promises, right?
Yes.
The seawall, that's important.
Yes.
The roofs,
yes.
all of that is important, right?
Yes, the school.
So we need to hold people to that. That's something different. We as a people need to start doing all these sweet, juicy promises. We need them to be fulfilled, but somebody needs to be taking a tally.
Yes.
Get that local government working and hold the government to its promises.
Yes,
eh?
I would think so. You say you can do certain things. Now you had the wedding yesterday. You're having the honeymoon all weekend.
Amen.
Now next week is time to start living the life and living up to what you say.
Yeah. Kingsley, congratulations.
Congratulations.
To the minister,
yes.
But it's no time to rest now. He has 2 or 3 years about.
Yep.
You need to do some things. Let's get that seawall going.
Yep.
People get them roads fixed. Christmas coming, let's do that.
Yep.
And get cracking. Let's see it.
Amen.
Okay.
Thanks for calling. Caller, hold on a second, call. Let me read this quick text. Naughty, the PLP are desperate and they are not giving up. The PM said in Kingsley win what will do. How does that sound to you? To me, he don't have to win to do the job. Anyhow, what's going on with PS, with Joe Beth Colby? They fired the PS for doing her job. Oh boy, Pearlie, is so sad that voters are losing interest in politics. People are giving up. Maybe so. Yes, a sucker for bad treatment. I rode through West End last night. Some of those homes need so much repairs and so much work need to be done in the area. And these people dancing and partying, wow, this speaks volume for me. Wow, you gotta want more. Call you on the air. What you got to say?
Hey, Pearlie.
Hey.
How are you?
Thank God for life. I good. I rate you. What's up?
Listen, I'm disappointed at West End and Dominic because
the PLPs are not disappointed, but I understand.
What the disappointment for me is the fact that when Jobeth Colby Davis went there, her statement is what brings about my disappointment.
I got you.
Because her statement showed that PLP stronghold for over 40 years looks like that.
Yep.
Looks like that. And they were getting down on Keisha Parker when she got in there for her few years there. And they had that for over 40 and it looked like that. And they're celebrating. I mean, I'm wondering what kind of mindset Bahamians have that you would sit back, have a government govern you for so many years. You look the way you look. Your community is the way it is. When it starts to rain, you run from one end of the house to the other for shelter, and yet you see nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with that. That bothers me.
Well, it's. I gotta be careful. It is what you accept. You know, the government has made some promises, so let's hopefully these things will change.
There's a saying: people can only do to you what you allow them to do.
Yep.
You understand me?
Yeah.
And to see those who sit home. We need as a part of the media, I think you guys need to have a campaign on voters. See what it is that kept you home. Ask for those persons to call in. Tell us what kept you home. What kept you from coming and casting that vote? So we can know, leading up to general election, we can say to them, okay, this is why your vote counts, and this is the importance of it.
I got
to see if you could get a change in that, because when the low voter turnout come for general election 2021, they say it was an indictment on Minnis government. Now, lower voter turnout is not an indictment on the PLP government. What changed? Something changed?
I personally think it's an indictment on both.
Exactly.
Because those people who say that the vote
on Michael Pintard, and Prime Minister Davis.
Are they still mad at the FNM for what under the last administration? Are they afraid that somebody may come back? I don't know.
That could be true too. That could be true too, because there's a lot of talk going around from time to time about the fact that Minnis wants to come back, and I feel like that's persons just throwing that out there to keep that fear in the hearts of persons. That's how I feel.
Maybe that's what. Maybe people saying, you coming back? You never know. But call,
exactly.
I got a couple more people on the line. I do appreciate the call. Call you on the air. How you doing today?
Hey, good afternoon, Pearlie. How you doing?
Thank God for life. What's up, bro?
Everything going, man. Good afternoon to the nation. Look, the only people, large and in power, who are crying like babies.
Anton,
Yes,
don't do this. Don't know. I know that's where you going, boy.
Where are you going?
Go ahead, finish.
The only persons who are crying like babies in Pampas, or persons who need a case of soft-X tissue or whatever tissue to wipe their tears, are those who lost. Those who lost, the losers. The sore losers is what you call them in sport.
Why you call them sore losers? Why?
They're not sportsmen or sportswomen like.
Yeah. So you can tell me if the results was on the other side, you can jump on here and be saying, the bishop did this and he's a good man and he's this. That's what you tell me you can do. So they would have called you a sore loser too then.
Because guess what, Pearlie? I didn't do it when we lost the election in 2017. Okay? And no.
I'm done. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar.
Nor would
I ain't gonna let you do that.
for it to happen. Nor would our leader, the Honorable Philip Brave Davis, allow for it to happen. You know why?
Why?
Because he's the man who believes in taking responsibility. He's the man who believes in reflecting on your ups, your downs, what you didn't do, and what you need to do to correct yourself moving forward. That's the kind of leader that we have sitting at the helm as Prime Minister today. But to get to my point, though, Bernie. To get to my point, Bernie.
All right, make it quick.
Right? Thank you. The FNMs can't try to use that nimble, fickle, and nonsensical argument that we had a low voter turnout to clear away that dismal loss at the polls for one reason amongst many.
And what's that? Give me the one reason.
The most important reason amongst many is the fact that even in FNM strongholds, polling divisions in that constituency of West, Grand Bahama, and Bimini, of the 5 strongholds, they lost 4 of them.
Okay.
And of the one that they won, they only got it by 4 votes. 4 votes.
So let me ask you this. Now, hold on. See, okay, fine. Hold on. Fine.
I'm listening, Burley.
Why only 62% of the voters can't turn out? Explain that to me, please. Let me understand that.
I don't know, Burley. But you know what? I would lean on the side of what my leader and Prime Minister said last night. It's democracy. They have a right to come out. They have a right not to come out.
I'm done. I go on, man. Calling you on the air. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Burley?
Hi, right here.
Hey, it's low voter turnout. It's because people like Anton on the airwaves and in public spilling foolishness like that. That's why we have one of the reasons why we have a low voter turnout in the Bahamas. You know, when you coming on, you chastising people for not voting, or you chastising people for losing. You know what I mean? So people like Anton need to check this out, man. That's the reason why these parties are so unattractive. It's because unattractive comments and people like him. But I think the both parties should be very concerned about this low voter turnout issue. Let me give you an example, and let's look at West End proper, polling division 1, 2, and 3. That's a new historically PLP seat.
Yeah, that 1, 2, and 3 is the PLP strongest.
Exactly.
Right.
The FNM has never won that.
Never.
So the PLP had the Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, Gladys Addis Martin, Petty, Jobel Colby, Alfred Sayers, Leslie Miller. You had pretty much the entire cabinet in West End Grand Mama campaigning.
Yeah.
The entire cabinet. And you can only muster up 300 votes out of 1,000. And they didn't get the 300. That's 300 of shared between the five representatives, the 5 contestants. So you have all your big guns, and you can't get at least 600-700 votes. That's inside a indictment on the government itself.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And all these parties need to check themselves, need to reevaluate what they're doing, need to go look for their people and find out why you not coming out to vote. Why you staying inside? Why are we not attractive to you? Why isn't our message resonating with you? You know, foolishness like what Antoine running with, that's not going to attract people to vote.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
And if you look at it too, the reason why the statement what Joe Colby made, the reason why I should have a problem with that, because when you look at Laudica, the PLP representative, when you look at the areas that they represent, you know what I mean?
I got you.
This is a common thing in the areas, in some, not all of them, in some of the areas. You know, West End being the PLP seat for 40 years. The FNM had it for what? 3 times. David Wallace had it.
David Wallace had it once. Pikisha Bach had it once.
And you had that seat for 40 years. And when you go on people else, you looking through the ceiling or you looking at the date.
I got you.
And you proud to represent that constituency. You proud of this victory.
I got you.
So I just hope the people of West End, in particular West End proper, I hope the government steps up and do what they after seeing. You can't say you don't see it. You see how these people living.
I got you.
Do the right thing, man.
Okay.
Do the right thing. That's all.
Call us. We're going to take our first break because I get the producer looking at me throwing rock at me. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Call us. But we can take our first break. When we come back, We'll have a talk with you. This is Pearly filling in for Naughty on Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. I'll be right back.
The new KFC nuggets have arrived. That unlike the no-gets, ours are handmade using 100% white meat. Unlike the no-gets, at KFC, we hand bread every day to achieve the perfect flavor. After you try our delicious and crispy nuggets, in the original recipe, you'll never settle for less. KFC, the real nuggets. It's finger-licking good.
When faced with an illness like cancer, we band together, and we at Cleveland Clinic in Florida have your back. From advanced cancer treatments to extra safety measures at all of our locations, we're with you on this journey. For every infusion and follow-up, for every step of the way, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic in Florida. Get the care you need when and where you need it. To learn more or connect with a local representative, visit clevelandclinic.org/Caribbean.
Get ready to jingle all the way to Christmas with Fidelity's festive giveaway with over $10,000 in cash and prizes up for grabs. Apply for a loan or open an ASU savings account for a chance to win big. Visit any of our branches for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Your pumpkin favorites are back at Dunkin'. Indulge your pumpkin passion with fresh baked pumpkin spice donuts, mouth-watering muffins, and delightful munchkins. Or sip a Dunkin' pumpkin spice signature latte made with a rich blend of espresso, pumpkin spice, and vanilla flavors, all topped with whipped cream, caramel drizzle, and cinnamon sugar. Available hot or iced, Dunkin' offers the ultimate pumpkin coffee experience. Head to Dunkin' today. The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM.
And we're back. Talking Heads. This is Pearly filling in for Naughty. You know what? This is Talking Heads with Pearly Thursdays. Thursdays Talking Heads with Pearly. That's the new name for this on Thursdays. Thursdays Talking Head with Pearly. Let me read this quick text before we go to the caller. You can't understand. They don't want nothing other than rum and partying, and better way of life is hard for them to accept. Canvas and tarp on their roof, and they dancing in the road. Lord, when these people can get sense. Ask Anton if he works for government. If so, how come he spends all his time on the radio or our time? It's outrageous. They don't care as long as they get 50 plus 1 to win. Yeah, okay. Carly on there, how you doing, man?
Hey, Pearly.
Thanks for holding for me, and I do appreciate you guys holding.
All right,
what's up?
all right. Now, I want to ask a question.
Okay.
Anybody ever asked the question why Wilscombe did not stick around to be Prime Minister?
That's God's calling. I can ask God that.
Well, that's true. That's true. Do you know Wilscombe wanted to become Prime Minister, or he was going to contest for the Prime Minister doing that thing?
I heard it. I heard he had that interest in his life at one point. I don't know. I can't say yes or no. But you know, there's more. Listen, if you get into politics, you're going, well, she should one day want to be Prime Minister. So I would think all those politicians, they're going, better they qualify, better they ever will be. That's a different question, different story for another day. But they should all want to be Prime Minister one day.
I believe Wilscombe probably speak about it too quick.
Well, I ain't sure about that, but okay. I hear you. I got a bunch of other callers on the line. I keeping everybody a little short today, okay?
I want to know why those numbers on the voter's card.
The numbers are on the voter's card for if for some reason at some point you got to go to court or whatever it's like that, they can able to identify the number
They need to do something different with that. Why? Because they uses those same numbers to damage people.
No. That ain't so. That ain't so. I can't let you say that. Call. I get the next call. I can't let you say that. I got to be very careful. I ain't gonna let you say nothing out the way and come up with some outrageous stuff on these things. I can't let you say that, brother. Come on, man. Really? Call you on there. Call you. Are you still there? I tell you in a hold for me, man. Have a little bit of patience. Call you on there. Thanks. Thanks for holding.
Buddy.
Yes, sir.
How you doing? You all right?
I good, man. I good.
Hey, buddy.
Yes, sir.
2 quick points, right? The gentleman was spewing lies all day. Polling Division 1, 2, and 3, a PLP stronghold. The man telling bold-faced lies. He 300 votes a share. The PLP got 654 votes. The FM got 251 votes, okay?
Okay.
Right,
okay.
Buddy.
Hey.
Now, the rest of voters in the area was 900. I see only 100 people didn't vote, okay? And buddy, last thing, buddy, the rules are whoever come out to vote and who vote, who get the most majority win, right?
Yeah.
So all the excuse people making, the bottom line, Philip Brave Davis defeated Hubert Alexander Ingram, Michael Pettat, and the FNM. That's that. But tell the gentleman, for God's sake, man, stop spreading lies, okay?
All right, Dave. I will.
We are telling Beverly. Hello, buddy.
Hey.
The PLP stronghold came out. The PLP went that by 416 votes, okay? Tell the man, stop spreading lies, okay?
Okay, all right. Thanks. This is interesting. Call you on there. How can I help you?
How you doing, my brother?
I get my brother. But you want to call my government name? Come, see? Oh, there you go. Leave it right there. What's up?
Let me speak for 2 minutes like that.
Talk up. I can't hear you. Talk a little louder. I can't hear you.
Okay, I got a personal friend in this country. I don't care what side they're on. Ben Holy to my friend, Holy to my friend. When a person like myself call and spark, you know, the product so fast and we get a lot of wealth and all this in this country.
I can't hear you. I can cut you because I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You see, put on your one, get these fancy things. Talk where I can hear you, please.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, my brother. When person like myself calling and Sparky, all this that and Town and Seattle, I ain't gonna put them and grandmother put them talk for hours and hours. And then me talking to everybody listening to tell us call and say this and say that. Right? But listen to me. We have the worst border state in this country. Now I can call somebody's name now. Now I don't mind it's about me. A talk show person on the same radio network that tells people don't invite me back on the show no more.
Listen, I ain't getting in a row. Don't get me in that row, man. Don't get me in that row. Okay. Let's talk this 4 to 6. 4 to 6.
If I have to go to war, me, my sons, and my brothers, we going and the fight in the front line.
Okay.
In the front line, the fight. Hold on now. 2 more seconds.
I hang up on you. I like to be talking. Go ahead.
Let Sparky talk sometimes, man. Stop cutting Sparky. The senior man.
Listen to me carefully. Listen to me carefully. Hear me carefully. I love Sparky to death. I know him personally. But if I got 3 other callers and I only get X amount of time, I won't give everybody an opportunity. And Sparky has called me every single day.
But why don't you put me in shot and Sparky on the show one time?
Well, let me wait till out one day. Y'all can come sit down and hear with me. You know what? We can do that before the year out, okay?
Okay, thank you, my brother.
All right. You got another call on. Let's call you on there. How you doing?
Yes. Hey, how you doing?
Hey. See, Alan, how you doing?
Johnson. Just let me quickly read something. Right? It involves the election. It says it's taking a variation of a quote by Taylor Caldwell. A political party can survive its fools and even the ambitious, but it cannot survive treason from within. An enemy at the gate is less formidable, for he is known and carries his banner openly. But the traitor move among those within the gate freely, his sly whispers rustling through all the alleys, heard in every halls of the party itself. For the traitor appears not a traitor, he speaks in accents familiar to his victims, and he wears their face in their arguments. He appeals to the baseness that lies deep in the hearts of men. He rots the soul of that political party. He works secretly unknown in the night to undermine the pillars of that party, he infects the body politic so that it can no longer resist. Even a murderer is less to be fed. This is what happens in the last election when you have individuals with leadership ambition who would work against a party they seek to lead. And to the fact that they would fund and finance anti-party websites and individuals and everything else. It's hard to tell the enemy within from the enemy without.
Amen.
Except that the enemy within is more dangerous. But let me go to what exactly happens. People say the FNM lost that election. I say, no, they didn't. It's a seat. In the same capacity, you wouldn't argue if the PLP was to run somebody in St. Anne's and they are not successful. You would not argue that they lost that, because it would be for the FNM to lose St. Anne's. It would be for the PLP to lose the West Grand Bahama, as opposed for the FNM to win it. And so when you begin to look to what came out of this, you came out of this and you saw a government. I was waiting for the hearse to show and bring other PLPs to that campaigning for a person who, for a seat that they own and practically for 40 plus years. And then you have cabinet ministers who say they are very familiar with Obi's ambition, who said, oh my God, I've never seen poverty and disarray as such in a constituency that we have governed for 40 years. Then you have a leader who says that he's willing not to run. I want us to take him at his word. I don't want us to allow him to allow us to pass this off on Kingsley, because he will try to throw him under the bus. But he has promised over $400 million worth of improvements in West Grand Bahama and Bimini. And I can tell you, the other 5 constituencies like East Grand Bahama and Central Grand Bahama, the ghettos that overlap Marco City and Ginger Moxie's constituency, where 80% of the ghetto is, they want the same treatment and promises. But when you hear that you are promising a seawall that's 4 miles, that could very easily be over $100 million, a police fire defense force location that could easily be from $70 million to $100 million because of the 3. A government dock. You can need another separate secure docking for the defense force. Docks for fishermen, clinics. You say you're going to provide new schools, not the one that's building, new schools. You're going to pave the roads. You're going to provide airport and boat locations. Okay? And so when you add up all of those different things, and he says, if I, because it says this very carefully, a promise cannot be made by someone that doesn't have the ability or the intent. Kingsley did not have the ability to make a promise on behalf of no government.
I gotcha.
It was made by Mr. Brave Davis. And so
That's
Mr.
true.
Brave Davis is incumbent upon him to keep these promises, because you know what happens? The other 38 constituencies want to know, if you can't keep your promise then, why should we trust you now? And so not only upon that, we want to see, not only that, we want to see programs. Remember now, upon the $400 million, he said it's going to be jobs and multi-million-dollar investments. But how do you have that without surrounding developing the surrounding of Freeport, the whole of Grand Bahama? And so I'm saying to you is that the PLP in their panic has offered not to run as a political party in 2026 if they don't fulfill these promises, while serving the better of the entire Bahamas. Mr. Brave Davis made that promise to all of us. We were not going to allow you to sham us and say, we don't have Kingsley Smith, we're going to run Ginger Moxie in the seat instead. No, Mr. Prime Minister. You made a promise as witness, as documented to the Bahamian people, and at the same time, the FNM now gets to see a closer look to the extent of the damage, the extent whatever. Remember now, the FNM did have their seat in the last 4.5 years before the PLP. But 3 of those years didn't allow anyone to go in anyone else. Why would you go into somebody's house with the seniors and all these other different people to put at risk of contagion? And the Hurricane Dorian before that. So it's understandable. But let me end in saying this. The Free National Movement.
I can catch you in a minute because I got 3 other callers. See, go quick from a place.
I'm saying to you is it's under new leadership and under new vision, and I am inviting on behalf of the leader of the Free National Movement, for any and everybody to bring your ideas and bring your desires and bring your dreams and bring your vision for a new and better Bahamas, stronger together, to him.
Okay. You caller, you on the air? Caller, you on the air? How you doing, man? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there, Pearly. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Don't listen to the radio. Turn the radio down. Talk to the phone.
Yeah, I talking to the phone because I'm on the road. My main thing is I'm calling in because what is just, I mean, did the PLP win or did they not win?
Yeah, they won.
Because the whole point about it is you keep calling in everybody, I guess, who is partial to FNM is calling them to justify why they win, why they didn't win, why
that's their right.
The people had a choice.
Yes.
Okay? To my understanding, the PLP Kingsley got more votes than what Obi got. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
The good bishop got less than what Pakisha got.
Okay.
I mean, couldn't it be justifiable that you have elections, the people vote for who they want to vote for?
And you're given the simple reasoning, and that's fine. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But still, you got to look at and tell me why over 2,000 people didn't vote. That's all I want to know.
Yeah, but no. Well, you see, well then
you cannot ignore that. We cannot ignore, and not to cut you off, but just hear me a minute. Just hear me a minute. Not to cut you off, but hear me a minute. We cannot ignore that because if there's any indication that 2,000 people in this polling division did not run, is that an indication what we're going to see in the other 38 seats across? And that's something that both political parties have to look at.
Pearly, let me just say, if the PLP got more than what they got last time, they betted on what they got the last time. A lot of voters don't vote during by-elections.
But that is not true. That is not true. Our numbers show something different.
By-election always have less.
It may have less, but not. It may have less, but not to the level of 62%.
Yeah, but are we going to beat a dead horse because some of the people didn't come out to vote?
It's not a dead horse because in the general election, 62% of the voters came out. This election, 62% of the voters got. It is a concern for the country when less and less people are concerned about voting.
Yeah.
I ain't taking away from the PLP victory. The PLP won the seat. They beat King. They won.
But the PLP just won yesterday, and even the headline comes out that Tintard said this and Tintard said that. We all had the same amount of time to present to the people from West End and Bimini, and the people in West End and Bimini.
Fair, we all had the same amount of time, but we did not have the full strain of the cabinet. We did not have the full strain of the government. And when I say we, the opposition didn't have the full strain of the cabinet. Did not. So it's all relevant.
The one who won now has an opportunity to better their performance.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And they made the problem. And he's now in charge, and he has the opportunity to deliver.
Yes.
And he got 2.5 years to do some of the things he promised.
Yes, and I mean it probably with all due respect to the FNM had 4.5 years to do something for West End and Bimini.
Yeah. See now, I don't want you to see. I don't want. First of all, I don't want you to think I defend. I don't want you to think I defended the FNM, but yes, they had 4.5 years. They had 9.5 years compared to 40. If you really want to look at that, see if you can bring it up. You can look at both sides.
But they just was there. That's what I'm talking about.
But they were there. But my friend and brother Obi was there for the last 2 years. So I mean, let's don't look at the numbers because it ain't gonna help either side.
Yeah, but Pearly, if you have a 5-year term and you only have 2 years, you have 3 more years to do what you have to do.
But so you're just starting to do what you have to do now then?
No.
Because you ain't doing nothing for 2 years, but you can start now then. That's what you're saying.
If you were just starting, these things would just happen.
Okay.
Like the administration complex and stuff would not have been completed. They had to have been completed.
Fair enough.
Started a little while ago to be completed while Obi was still alive.
Okay, I got you. No problem. Okay.
And,
thank you, brother.
For the opportunity, Pearly.
Yes, man. Anytime. Not a problem. I no problem. Let's see. Let me take a couple of texts before I take caller. That's all a second. Sir, voter turnout will continue to fall because the young people are not into politics like those before us. It is a game that plays with people's emotions and encourages division. The only thing to consider when voting is which candidate you want to enrich. Then he, the lesser of two evils, brother, is all a game. You know what? A text, I can say this. That's a cop-out. That's a cop-out because, let's say we're a special country then. Because I don't see it happening in the Americans. I don't see it happening. I see the young people coming out to vote all over the world except the Bahamas. But we different, I guess. You can't understand they don't want nothing other than rum and partying and better way of life. It's hard for them. You text me that twice, man. hey, Pearlie, I love your show, but I can call you Scary Pearlie. That number on your voter's card, they could go back and check, see who voted for. When you're going to mark your ballot, the number from your voter's card is on the ballot so that they can trace it and see who you voted for. Yes, but understand, and you know, granted, our rules, we may say some of the things archaic with all that stuff, but let me say I can carry you to court. If I want to go to election court to try, because they cheat me, that's the only way, that's the only time that they can come back and see how you voted. That's the only time. Outside of that, them ballots are sealed for a period of time and then they're destroyed. And apparently the people who use Obi name for everything under the sun, I might as well go to the bank and say, Obi say, y'all should give me $1 million. Oh, my goodness. Call you on the air. How can I help you?
Oh, boy. Boss, listen what I'm calling you for. Why it is that you guys allow, not you guys, you, allowing all the people who in favor of the F&M have 1 million hours to talk and Anton can't talk one. See Alan run on with all a bunch of foolishness with his opinion about what he feel about when Anton call, he give you the facts, you cut Anton. The lady called before the who's a known F&M calling all these radio stations. When she called to give and say what she believed, she talks fair. But when Anton talk, you cut Anton. You guys ain't fair, man. Even with they call the victory for the PLP or the PLP lose, but the people ain't turning out. That's the people democratic right if they don't turn out.
Let me ask you a question.
Huh?
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you just one question. Because Anton said it's facts or because you know it's sure it's facts?
Anton said the facts because I checked the numbers and his numbers too. F&M lose worse than they lose in the last general election.
Nobody running away from that. Nobody running away from that.
But that's the numbers what Anton are talking about.
I didn't stop him from saying that. We all heard the numbers Anton put out there.
You didn't hear what he had to say because you cut him.
I cut Anton when Anton started getting off the side and cause Urkel called me.
Yesterday, all you guys was talking different from how y'all talking today. Ricardo was going to win this one. Now the PLP win. All y'all come with this foolishness.
Listen, let me say this. Let me say this.
A bunch of sorry.
Hold on, caller. Hold on now. Hold on. Ease up now. Relax. Just check it a minute. I allow everybody to come on and talk. I don't care if you use PLP, F&M, COI, UBP. I don't care. But when you start saying something that borderline ain't true, borderline ain't right, or borderline something, I can cut you and I don't care where you're from. And you can get mad at me all you want. We're going to talk and we're going to have fair on conversation on the show, and we're going to talk things that happen. And everybody can give their opinion. We're not running away from the fact that the PLP won the seat. Kingsley Smith got more votes than Obi got in the last general election. Ricardo Grant got less votes than Pakeisha Parker got in the last election. Yes, that is a fact. But we cannot run away from the fact that only 62% of the voters turned out. I'm not condemning their victory. I'm just saying that as it is. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we can take the caller, so caller don't go nowhere. And we may take a caller and wrap it up. So when I come back, this is Pearlie, holding on for Naughty, Talking Heads, Guardian Radio. We'll be right back.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are now inviting passengers on board for the new JetBlue CIBC First Caribbean credit card. Earn up to 30,000 bonus TrueBlue points with your first transaction and earn on everyday purchases. Plus, get up to 10,000 anniversary bonus points every year after. Please fasten your seatbelts and prepare for takeoff. Visit CIBCFCIB.com/JetBlue for more information on where Blue can take you.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your
footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
You've tried everything. ASUS with your mother's cousin's sister's auntie, and even hiding your money under your mattress. But is your money safe? Your Bahamian dollar deposit in a member bank or credit union is insured up to $50,000. If anything happens, your deposit up to the insured value will be returned to you thanks to Deposit Insurance. Visit Deposit Insurance Corporation at www.dic.bf.
Protection for your money guaranteed with DIC.
Juicy fried chicken, mashed potatoes with gravy, and a hot buttery biscuit for only $5. That's genius! Part of the KFC Genius menu, the KFC $5 snack box delivers on flavor and value. Need to feed more than one? KFC's Great Picks has got you covered. Packed with 4 thighs and 4 legs, fried to golden perfection, plus 4 buttery biscuits for only $20. More genius! Hungry for deals? The Genius Menu at KFC. It's finger-licking good.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
And we're back, Talking Heads with Pearlie. The Thursday Talking Heads with Pearlie. We're having a nice hot show right now. Hey, remember, Carey's Fabric and Uniform Store is having an epic Black Friday sale for one day only. Get 20 to 75% store-wide. Get up to 75% off fabric and 20% all your school uniform. Shop Carey's Fabric and Uniform Store on Mackey Street. Telephone 817-0758, 817-0758. Net items excluded. Carey's, check them out. All right, hold on. Somebody come in the route, so give me quick. Hold on, let me get through this quick here. Did Anton just imply that he was a trader within? Pearlie, to be honest, no one wants to hear from Anton on any other operative. Election is over. The people have decided, and it's them who want to remain in the same sugar, honey, iced tea they in. Great show as usual. Tell y'all the third party should have donated the $400 to charity. Pearlie, that caller ain't realized you are. I ain't no 7 foot, but he's so short. Pearlie, Thursday, the PLP investor and ain't seen nothing yet. Wait time running out. Caller, what you saying? All right, Sparky, I hear you and defend yourself. What happened? What you get to defend?
Yeah, okay, buddy, give me a minute to defend. You got 4 minutes. I'm looking at 4:56.
Yeah, but I got another caller too, so that doesn't mean you can take all the time.
You always got another caller.
I do, and don't I always come on? Now, Sparky, don't rile me up.
Let me ask this question.
Go ahead.
Let me ask this question. First of all, who owns Guardian radio station?
Why are you asking me that?
Hold on, I can tell you why. Because Leslie Miller told us, the Potcake told us long time ago, when anybody called in to down the PLP and talk with them, they tell us we got 30 seconds.
Sparky, stop. No, brother, because I stop. That ain't true, and don't go there. Do not go there. When I come on this show, I come on this show as Pearlie. No politics like that. I listen to all talk and everybody have to say what they have to say. I will defend the PLP and the government when they're right. I will defend the FNM and the opposition when they're right. And I will kick both butts when they're wrong on this show. Don't ever, it ain't got nothing with the owners and nothing like that because they don't operate like that. And I ain't going to allow you to say that with the owners of this company because that is not so. Sparky, talk to me tomorrow. Sparky. Talk to me tomorrow. I ain't going to let you do that. No, sorry, bro. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pearlie. How you doing?
Thank God for life, boy. What's up?
Isn't it working perfectly? The divide and conquer technique. To Lyndon Oscar Pinlin by Mugabe of Africa and taught to Hubert Ingram and Christie, who are on both sides of the divide.
Uh-huh.
What is Christie? A progressive liberal party. What a supporter? What Hubert say he is? A progressive liberal, more PLP than Perry.
Now, I never hear Hubert Ingram say that. Don't do that. No. See, no.
I'm not Sparky.
I know you're not Sparky, my brother. I respect you.
Johnson's son. I'm telling you what Finland say. What we would say on the stage. I am more PLP than Perry.
Okay.
You understand? So, isn't the divide and conquer technique got us on the ground fighting most one away.
Is it really divide? Is this really divide and conquer? There's choice.
It was the thought opinion by Mugabe
All right.
of Africa to keep them down, divide them, keep your foot on them, and keep them down. And it's working in the Bahamas perfectly. In our 51st year, I thought we would leave 50 years of that behind. But we're going into the next 50-year dispensation running on with the same stupidness. Thanks for taking my call.
All right, my brother. Wow. Holy cow. That was a very interesting 1 hour. Listen, let me say this. Let me close with this because we're coming out right now. Don't mind how Pearly go when he outside this room. Because I know when I come in here, what I have to do. And I'm not going to allow callers like that to come on and spark. I'm not going to allow you to do that. Sorry, my brother. You cannot do that. If you call and talk foolishness, I can tell you. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I tell you got 3 minutes so you can know. You just call every talk show. Everyone. So I get not only, I allow you to talk. A lot of people say I allow you to talk too long. Not because of your politics. Just the fact that you just talk too long. That's it. Nothing else. Anton calls every talk show. So if you don't let him to talk the same length of time at every talk show and allow other people to talk, how's that worrying about your politics? How's that ever like that? If you really know me, you know who I am. Everybody, it's been fun. It's been great. It's been exciting. And it's been truly political. Have a great day. We're going to be back after the 5 o'clock hour. When we come back, we talking sports. This football day, this turkey day, so we can talk sports. And I got my friends to come talk about what went down this weekend with the road race. Roadmasters are in the house. We'll be back right after the 5 o'clock hour. This is Pearly filling in for Naughty. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio. See you after the news.
This is Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by BTC, Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the Cleveland Clinic, Kalina Insurance Limited, the Deposit Insurance Corporation, Dunkin' Donuts, Fine Threads, First Caribbean Bank, Grand Bahama News, John's Department Store, Jerkers Wild, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, Percy's Island Games, and Tropical Gyros.
And welcome back to Talking Heads. You know, this is my favorite segment of it. We're talking sports and more sports and all sports we could possibly talk about. But I want to remind you, Carey's Fabric and Uniform stores are having an epic Black Friday sale for 1 day only. Get 20 to 75% off store-wide. Get up to 75% off fabric and 20% on all school uniforms. Shop Carey's Fabric and Uniform store on Mackey Street. Telephone 817-0758. Net items excluded. Oh yeah. What's happening on the sports page of The Guardian today? Is so good to be here. Football going on. Detroit lost. Let me put it out there right now. Green Bay beat up all over Detroit 29-22. I don't know. Detroit just could not get their act together today. They could not get their act together. I had so many high hopes for them. So much, I should say, high hopes for them. I don't know. So what's happening in The Guardian today? First thing, no. I gotta do something before I do that. See, I don't be here every day, so it's slipping up. Today in sports history, and it's my favorite segment. How can I possibly forget that? Today is Thursday, November 23rd, 2023. Today in sports history in 1968, the Milwaukee Bucks made their first NBA trade. They traded Bob Love and Bob Weiss to the Chicago Bulls for Flynn Robinson. In 1971, the Washington Senators announced that they would now use the name Texas Rangers after they moved to Arlington, Texas. And that's the Texas Rangers that just won the World Series. In 1984, Boston College defeated Miami 47-45 on quarterback Doug Flutie's last-second 64-yard pass. I watched that. In 1988, the New York Yankees signed free agent Steve Sachs to a 3-year contract. Took him from my Dodgers. In 1988, Wayne Gretzky scored his 600th National Hockey League goal. They took him from the Dodgers, and the Dodgers still won the World Series that year. In 1991, the Sacramento Kings ended the NBA's longest road losing streak at 43 games. In 2001, a crowd of 87,555 people watched the Texas Longhorns beat the Texas A&M Aggies 21-7. The crowd was the largest to see a football game in Texas. And the sports quote of the day is, "Luck is the residue of design." Branch Rickey, former owner of the Brooklyn Dodgers baseball team, and his claim to fame is he signed the first black player, Jackie Robinson, to play in the major leagues. That's his claim. He took that risk. And it was a serious risk to take that he could have lost everything, but here we are today. Dexter, great show as usual. How do you feel about the LA Clippers seem to found themselves clicking with the 4 superstars? This is November, my brother. Olive, well, I don't know if it's a guy. My brother, sister. This is November. Don't worry about that just yet. Anything can happen between now and then. May, playoffs start in May. You don't know what can happen. They look good. Yes, they do look good now. They can be all right, but let's wait to see. There's only one real team in L.A. anyway. That's the Lakers. Sports in The Guardian. Buddy on fire for the Pacers. Hill drills his most three-pointers in a game without a miss. Buddy just shooting. Vlasov finishes 12th in Olivia Grand Prix. And the BCF set for election of officers. You know what we got in here today? The Roadmasters. Jason, what's happening? Why you say Roadmasters?
That race on your mind.
Because I was supposed to go do it and I overslept. That's my story and I stick into it. Youth Fly Football. Every Thursday here with me and I call it you Roadmasters. Mm-hmm. That means somebody in Roadmasters thinking about me. But we can leave that for another day.
You was announcing Roadmasters from before the show.
I know, and you should have told me that. You come right in there talking like ain't that nap. And you come right in there talking like ain't that nap and playing cute. I believe this is set up.
No, man.
Huh?
No, man.
How are everything going?
Well, right now things are going great. We're getting prepared for championships in the Bahamas Youth Flag Football League on December 2nd. And so things are shaping up pretty good.
So, you know, last week we had some superstars in. This week we have some other superstars in. One particularly from the world-famous best school in the whole wide world. We can get to him in a second. And you know what's ironic about this? He plays for a team that his father does not coach. And his father is a coach. His father's a soccer too, so he don't want to win like that. Tell me who you got here with you.
What we'll do is I'll go around. We can go around the table.
Let's start from the oldest.
Allow them to introduce themselves. So we'll start with the oldest right here.
Yeah, let's start with the oldest. That's the oldest. The daddy's the oldest.
All right, hello everyone. I'm Coach Moss. And I coach the 10 to 13 age group for the Bahamas Youth Flag Football League.
And the class of 98 of St. Augustine's College. You got to say all these things, you know.
Sorry, correct.
Class of 98. When I on the show, you put his naughty wouldn't loud out, but I do.
Good day, everyone. My name is Matin McDonald. I play wide receiver and cornerback for the U17 BYFFL team. Still in school, not as old as Coach Moss, but...
See, now I can easily say, look at you, but I can say, no, he does not. And Mr. St. Augustine's, Mr. Saka, you know. What's your name, kid?
Good day, my name is Aiden Moss. I play QB and safety. Also can play wide receiver. You know, U13 in the BBYFL.
Now, he said I also can play wide receiver, and he look at his daddy. Sound like when fella hit you, you played wide receiver and caught a touchdown pass against your daddy, David.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
toe tap.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. I don't know who's the young lady we have here. You can take the mask off. Be all right for now. Just take it off the talk and then put it back on, okay? Don't be shy. Nobody there can bite you. What's your name?
All right, let me try to help her out.
Look at she coming up. I'm so shy. You know I know your mommy good, right? Yeah. She out there looking at you right now. Just tell me your name, and that's all I can let you do today, okay?
Davina.
Uh-huh. And how old are you, Davina?
9.
So you play 9U or under 10U?
9.
And what position you play?
So Dwayne plays both running back and wide receiver on her team, and she plays in the 6 to 9 division.
See, the shy ones like this, she probably just eat everybody breakfast.
But I'll tell you, she's having a very much so breakout season. This is her
Okay.
third year in the league. And just this weekend, her mom was talking about it, how she's improved tremendously. And if we had probably a most improved player award for this year, she would definitely be in the top 2.
Why? So, if. What happened there?
It's not a award we actually issue. But I'm just saying, in looking at our players in terms of players where they were at last year or the year before to where they're at now, she definitely is in the top runnings in terms of her improvement.
For the talking heads played.
And I must mention that both Matai and Aiden are both on our traveling teams. And Matai can't make it because he has another camp, but they are both on the teams that are competing in Texas at the 2023 USA Flag World Youth Championships.
So you're going to Texas. You've played before?
Yes, sir.
And how'd you do in the last night?
I did all right. We just had like simple mistakes, and some of them was on us and us being our own heads and all that.
Okay, so how do you feel this time? You think you've looked at those mistakes and know how not to make them again?
I think we'll do good this year. We build up our confidence. We feel like we're better than everyone this year. So I just looking forward to it.
So you play cornerback, quarterback,
and safety.
All right. So who's your favorite NFL team?
Baltimore Ravens.
So I guess you can tell me Lamar Jackson is your favorite quarterback too, eh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. No, I can tease you. That's not. Actually, I like the Ravens team, and Naughty's son Sancho, we call him Stat Boy, is a huge Raven fan. So you got company there. All right.
Yes, sir.
And coach, who do you pull for?
Seattle all day.
Really?
Yes,
From
sir.
all the way back in the day?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And who do you pull for?
I have to say the Chiefs. The Chiefs is the best.
Now let me ask this question.
Definitely.
See, let me ask this question. You know how you be human people. We like, you pulling for the Chiefs from they was no good, or you pulling for the Chiefs now that they champions? Now that they champions.
I would say champions.
So who you pulling
care
for before
about the Falcons.
So you just decided that you tired of getting beaten, so you just jump ship.
Bandwagoner. That's what it
really
sounds
what
like.
it's about.
Bandwagon.
I have to be on the winning team.
Okay,
At
so
all times.
So what happened Sunday? I mean Monday. Was it Monday night? What happened Monday night?
Monday night.
Let me explain that to me.
A lot of drop passes, you know. I don't know. They coach probably mad at them, to be honest. They dropped the winning touchdown.
So you mad at them
I
too
really
then?
don't know. Yeah.
So let me ask you this question: when the Chiefs don't make the Super Bowl this year, what you gonna do?
I can't.
I don't
answer
want
that
you come.
'cause
I don't want you
They
come.
will
down-
make the Super Bowl.
I don't want you come on the show next and then me use a Miami Dolphin. You know, I don't want to hear that. I let you know now. That I will reject that application.
That question can't be answered because they will make the Super Bowl.
So you sure of that?
I'm sure.
If he was old enough, I'd have said let's make one bet, but you can't. No, I wouldn't know. So tell me, Coach, how long you've been coaching, and tell me what kind of experience has been for you.
Well, I've been coaching from my son first started playing when he was 6.
Okay.
So that's about 7 years because he's 13 now.
Okay.
And I enjoy it because I love giving back to the kids. I
Uh-huh.
like to see the improvement. Like I used to coach Twania when she first started.
Okay.
She was scared then.
Uh-huh.
I mean, on the field,
Uh-huh.
different person altogether.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So quiet, kept person, and like you don't want to talk in here.
Yeah, but when she's on the field, watch out. She'll get you.
Okay.
And when she runs, if you don't have anybody in front to stop her, she gone.
Wow. You have any other kids playing or just?
But no, only my son. My
Okay.
daughter played for a year, but then she's more into gymnastics now. So
Okay.
she's doing that.
You participate in any other sports for St. Augustinians?
I participate in the swimming and softball.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do the javelin.
So you're on the championship team?
Yes, sir.
The team that just won the championship, I saw in the papers, the St. Augustine's Junior Boys Championships. Like, congratulations. I'm a graduate of St. Augustine's. My 3 kids went to St. Augustine's, and I know the principal very well. She's have to call me Big Brother. And I basically go see her now to come for dinner. You play any other sports other than flag football?
I play soccer, but I don't really like it like that though.
You prefer football?
Yeah.
Okay. You have ambitions to play college football? Okay.
I definitely want to make it that far.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, Matai, maybe you can talk about it. Like I said earlier, Matai is actually on our traveling team for Texas. Unfortunately, he's actually going to be missing the championships in Texas because he'll be at a football camp at the very same time.
Wonderful.
So, I don't know if you-
Tell me a little bit about the camp you're going to be participating.
So before being invited to this camp, I participated in a previous camp, which I did good in. So they gave me an invitation for this camp, which unfortunately will be the same time of the Texas tournament, which I wish I could have attended. But
where's the camp you're going to?
In Florida.
Okay. See, while we would want you to go represent the country and do well and bring a championship for the flag football, what is I think, Jason, I'm sure you'll agree, but what is most important is you getting to move ahead and developing the sport that you love. This will get you there, but you got to still run on them legs and do the other stuff. So if it's an opportunity for you to get more exposure, to learn more about the game, because you are at a handicap here, you're not playing football at all, no tackle football at all. So for the order you to go there and get these experience, I'm sure they encourage you to do that. Because I looking to see, you might be the starting wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins, and then you can't tell them you put for the Kansas City Chiefs. You didn't think about that, huh? You know how many people play for teams that they didn't grow up around, who they didn't pull for? Some always get their dream to play for their home team and all that. But Clayton Kershaw pitches for the Dodgers from Texas and would love to pitch for Texas, so he may not come back to the Dodgers and pitch for the Rangers next year. So don't build your whole self to play for the Chiefs. By the time you make it there, they can probably be a donkey team anyway. And you're going to play for a championship team.
I don't know why you're laughing. That wasn't funny.
But there are cycles. All right, there are cycles in football. And you would see the teams will do well now. There are some teams. Seattle was a dominant team. And now they're going through a rebuilding, and you're playing today, right?
Yeah, we play 8:20.
Yeah, right on point. 8:20. You're not even, we play 8 o'clock. No, 8:20.
Yeah, we play in San Francisco, so I have a little anxiety right now.
Yeah? Do you have the same kind of anxiety when your kids are playing?
A little bit, but not as much. Because, that's my team. That's my team.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
When I watch my kids play, I get a little anxiety, but I know that they can handle themselves, so I put it to ease. And then I may not coach him regular season, but I coach my son on the national team. So I really don't have to give him much. I give him leeway to call plays sometimes on the field because he knows the plays. He knows the playbook. So if he sees something that I miss.
Talk about the playbook. How big is your playbook?
Pearly, let me just add something. You talk about anxiety, right? I think I showed you the video last week of this kid running through the entire field on a play.
Yeah.
That was him. And that was his dad on the sideline, running down the sideline with him as he's running to the other team. And you would think his dad was the coach of his team. But his dad isn't the coach of his team. But he was there on the sideline. So he gets anxiety when his son is playing.
I got
Trust
you.
me.
Okay, I'm his biggest fan. I can admit that. I'm my son's biggest fan.
I'm wonderful. Now I have a key question to ask you. Them grades right?
Yes, sir.
3?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yeah.
And let me explain this to you now. I know who you are. So when I talk to my sister, I'm going to ask her how you're doing. And I'm going to tell her, make sure check on you and let you know that I have, an interest in synagogue. Make sure you're good. Yes, all right?
Yeah, me and him have an agreement. He can't drop below 3.4 or sports get cut out.
Okay. That's wonderful. And you got the acumen and you got the ability to do it because you got the training. So you'll be all right. And it's important, and to say this to all of you, it's important. This will get you where you want to go. But you're only meniscus, ACL, a pull hamstring away from losing all what you got, but they can never take this away from you. So always get those grades. And when you're coming from a foreign country, the grades would help you get more recognition and ability. Fella may see you as a good player, but he has a kid in Florida just as good as you, and may be easier to get in school. But if you see these grades, the school can look at you and say, hey, this is a plus for us. An athlete and a scholar. So it's important to do the school work. And I know the rules. I had my 3 kids. I didn't see nothing below a 3.5. I wasn't accepting that. And not because I force it on them, is what they first bring home. So this was you bring home first? Because you got to bring home every day.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So your whole goal is to make it into play college football.
I want to make it to the NFL.
Okay.
But obviously, college football is a step before that.
Yeah. Okay, wonderful. You don't do any track and field. Are you considered fast? Because you're playing wide receiver. And my favorite player right now is Tyreek Hill.
Let me answer that one for you. He is not fast. He is exceptionally fast.
Yeah?
Right here.
Oh, yeah?
Top tier speed in our league.
Yeah.
When he first came, normally I can look at a player and say, if you're playing basketball or whatever you do, I naturally figured he must be doing track. he's exceptionally fast.
But did you run any track?
No, I don't. I never wanted to run track. I found it boring.
Yeah?
To run in a straight line all day.
Yes.
You know?
Interesting. I like this kid, you know. That little slight sarcasm right there.
Yeah.
But that's good. That's confidence, you know.
Yeah.
That's confidence. Who's your favorite player in the NFL?
Why are you smiling like that?
Because I knew you could say Tyreek.
No, I'm not gonna say that. I gotta say probably Jalen Ramsey.
So you like another Dolphin?
I kind of knew.
Why do you like him? Because he had 2 interceptions last week. Why do you like him?
I don't know. He shows his dominance on the field, and I gotta look up to him.
I gotcha.
'Cause I'm trying to be like him.
So you try to emulate your game by his?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Super.
I hope you do just like what he did, though. He bulked up a little bit because
Yeah.
he played that box.
Yeah, he does. But I mean, it'll
Please
take
see
time.
me on the field.
But he's 15, so he can take time to bulk up and get to the size. How tall are you?
About 5'9".
Okay. You can probably put another 3 inches on. Get you with 6'2", you'll be a good cornerback for the Dolphins. Who's your favorite player?
Kurt.
Curry, yeah. Oh, you got like a former player too?
Yes,
Well, talk to me then.
I really like Randy Moss.
Okay.
And Marshawn Lynch.
Seattle, the Beast.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Randy Moss is probably, I would probably say top 5 wide receiver in the history of the NFL. Some people may argue that point, but he did some things that others couldn't do, and not from one team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minnesota, New England.
Yeah. Started out in Minnesota, where I went to school. Not university, but I went to school in Minnesota. Got to be the good Catholic,
And he was surprisingly fast, though, because he was for a lot of height.
Yeah.
You didn't expect that.
Yeah. Text, what the text here says. Oh, Lord. This is me talking. Barry Pearl, how good was Barry Sanders? Barry Sanders, in my opinion, was the top 3 running back in the NFL. You could argue between him and Walter Payton.
Yeah, because Barry Sanders really didn't have an O-line. And
Yeah.
all the stuff he did, he created on his own.
Yeah. They had a trivia question as to which running back had the most touchdowns from 20 yards or out on Thanksgiving. And it was between him and Emmitt Smith, and it was him. I think he had like 30. The kind of runs that he made and stuff that he did.
I watched a game where they tore his jersey completely off.
Yes.
And he still scored.
Yes. Do you watch a lot of football? So you try to emulate your wide receiver skills. You're not a wide receiver, but I can go with that. Would you say Randy Moss and who else?
Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch. But you're a quarterback. There's no quarterback you like?
Not really.
No.
QB. It just seems boring, just throwing the balls because the wide receivers they get the most action.
Okay.
And I just want to be in all that action, to be honest.
But I tell him if he don't throw the ball, nobody can receive it. So if the quarterback can't get the ball out there, ain't no receiver can get the ball.
But I'll tell you this much: there are some college quarterbacks who did really well in college, converted to wide receiver, and have done exceptionally well in the NFL.
I can admit he has hands.
Okay.
So he can play receiver.
I want to see the toe. You ain't take that toe tap. I want to see that.
No, that one was like a shocker to me because I wasn't expecting him to catch the ball.
Yeah.
Because it was almost out of bounds.
And you saw that happen before, so you waited for the day to have to do that, eh?
Yeah, so.
Anything else we want to talk about, Jason? You got some stuff to give me, right? Some information before we go?
Well, I could give you some information just quickly about what's to come for next week.
Yes,
for sure. We will definitely have another father-son combo in the studio next week who are on opposite teams.
Wonderful.
Very similar thing, and that is haywire in terms of the competition.
I would love that.
So I'm not going to to be and you could sort that out in your studio. I'm pretty certain that's going to be a very, very...
Muffy can bring up.
Yeah, it's actually her husband and her son.
Oh, I mean, her son was on before.
Yeah.
So it'll be wonderful.
He was.
No, that's Cameron, eh?
No.
That was Cameron.
Probably Cameron. That's
Okay.
the other son.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that's definitely going to be exciting for that. The other thing we want to say is this Saturday, we have games at the field, but we partner with the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture. This month is National Sports Month.
Yes.
So they will have 3 sports going on: flying football, beep baseball, and archery at the field. So we encourage folks to come on down. It's a fair. They have a fun run walk and some other stuff. We definitely encourage that. And then more importantly, the following week, December 2nd,
playoffs
and championships, power packed in one day.
Okay.
It's going to be exciting. It's really going to be a great day, so we encourage you to join us.
So when you come next week, we'll talk more about the playoffs.
Most
Because we'll know who are in the playoffs by next week.
Well, we have the standings now. I mean,
Okay.
Moss in his 10 to 13 division sits in third. Team Kevin, which he quarterbacks for, sits in first in the 10 to 13 division.
Okay.
Definitely in the 6 to 9 standings. Team Ine with Shinaldo King, who you met last
yes,
week.
yes.
They're the number one team in that division. And then in the 14 to 17, Team D'Angelo, they're the number one team in that division. So, but they'll all kind of face off. You're on D'Angelo. Yeah, he's on D'Angelo's team. So they'll all face off all teams will be facing off one day on that one day, December 2nd, in playoffs and championships.
Wonderful.
It'll be a nice power pack day, and we have some exciting. We'll also have a raffle for a 43-inch TV as well.
A little small for me, though. I weigh up to 60. Yeah,
I know.
But that can fit right on my desk, though.
You got it.
All right, I can buy a raffle.
Yeah.
No, Naughty and I, we talked about it. We said we're going to come to the championship.
Oh, most definitely.
If they're only for a short period, we're coming to
You guys are welcome.
Have a minute there.
Definitely be happy to have
watch
host
me
you guys that day.
humiliate my son.
I know about that. You are a soccer, but he's a present soccer, so I got to give him the most glory.
No, that could be a rough matchup if I make it to play him.
Okay, we look forward to it.
I know you put those guys in spot last week. I asked them with a shout out, right? One of those parents was very disappointed with his son's response of no. So maybe you want to do the same thing again.
I did ask him to give a shout out to somebody.
Last week, and everyone chose no.
You want to say something? Shout out to anybody?
I would like to shout out to the people who put this association together, and I would like to shout out to my parents and giving me the opportunity to come here and perform.
You ain't say shout out to your friend? No,
I'm done.
All right, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got you. I call her wrong, made me get in trouble. You want to say hi to somebody? Go ahead.
My mommy.
Your mommy? Ah, that's so cool. I know you want to say hello. You guys say hello to Daddy here, so you can say shout out too.
I want to shout out my mother.
Okay.
She was a little rough on me, but that all paid off though.
Yeah.
Build me strong and not to be soft.
Okay, super. Anybody else want to say hello too? What grade are you in?
8.
Yeah, nobody grade 8 you want to say hello to? No? No? You sure? You ain't get in trouble, boy. You ain't say hi to me. I tell you, they can say it. You get the last chance. Okay.
No, I just want to say hello to my wife and daughter.
Okay.
That's it.
Super. So next week, fellas, say, we all shout out to somebody. So hopefully the next show will say a shout out because I don't want them to get in trouble with the parents.
Oh, yeah. And hey, let's go Team Moss.
Hey.
No.
I have another thing to say.
Quick.
When we was in the league, I coached his team and I brought them to win.
Da-da-dum-dum. And on that note, we can say thank you for the Bahamas Youth Flying Football for joining me. We look forward to seeing you next week, Thursday. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we can take a look at what's going on for Turkey Day football, whatever sports, and we do our picks. We'll be right back. This is Pearly, filling in for Naughty on Talking Heads and Guardian Radio. It's been fun. It's great. I love this. Tell Muffy, you always got to bring somebody every week.
Yes, sir.
We'll be right back.
Your pumpkin favorites are back at Dunkin'. Indulge your pumpkin passion with fresh baked pumpkin spice donuts, mouth-watering muffins, and delightful munchkins. Or sip a Dunkin' pumpkin spice signature latte made with a rich blend of espresso, pumpkin spice, and vanilla flavors, all topped with whipped cream, caramel drizzle, and cinnamon sugar. Available hot or iced, Dunkin' offers the ultimate pumpkin coffee experience. Head to Dunkin' today. The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
At Kalina, we want to be a part of your journey. Come, share your dreams and goals with us. Whether you're getting married, planning for that new home, switching careers, counting down to retirement, or simply wanting more confidence for life, we are here to listen. Let's plan for tomorrow, today. No pressure. Just a chat between friends. Visit Kalina.com and connect with an agent today. We are waiting to hear your story.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay. Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We can make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
The Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. Buy your local paper at Freeport convenience stores, Western Bakery, DeGregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Want to reach your Grand Bahama customers? Then call Barefoot Marketing at 827-4578 or message them for ad rates via their Facebook page. Advertising opportunities now include classified ads too. Keep up with all the latest Grand Bahama news in the Nassau Guardian newspaper every Tuesday.
Refined style with elegant taste. Then fine threads is your place. If you want those slacks hemmed or just taking the waist, then fine threads is your place. If you wanna look suave and debonair everywhere you go, like you're supposed to be in a video, wanna step out and look great, then fine threads is your place. Refined style with elegant taste. Then fine threads is your place. Is your place. Is your place.
The new KFC Nuggets have arrived. That unlike the no-gets, ours are handmade using 100% white meat. Unlike the no-gets, at KFC, we hand bread every day to achieve the perfect flavor. After you try our delicious and crispy nuggets, in the original recipe, you'll never settle for less. KFC, the real nuggets. It's finger-licking good.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
And welcome back. That was fun. It's always good to encourage our young people to talk about what they do, for us to expose them so we get to know them, so we get the opportunity to encourage them to do well at what they do. So the three young kids we had in here, they're great athletes, they do well in school, and that's what's important. That's very important. And we try to get, and since I'm gonna have flag football every week and try to get as many kids in here as possible, so they get a little exposure to be on radio, so they can brag about it, and they're athletes, and so that people can hear who they are and help understand the growth of flag football in the Bahamas and the way football is going in this country. So that's cool. Really like that. So let's see. First of all, today is I call it Turkey Day. And those of us who be Bahamians, like we teeth things, and so we teeth this holiday too. And so everybody having a Thanksgiving dinner, and then tomorrow we having Black Friday sales. And this ain't got nothing to do with the Bahamas. Thanksgiving got nothing to do with the Bahamas. That was the Pilgrims meeting the Indians, and they cooked dinner, and they had a Thanksgiving dinner, and it's been history for the Americans. But we jump on it, and that's fine, because me and my family do it too, mine. But we started it. My sister said, since we went to school, and we used to go to my aunt in New York for Thanksgiving, and as a tradition to her, and to say, let's just do it once, and we did it in Caller, and then every year we was doing it in Caller, and then 20-some years later, we still doing it. And still calling her. But it's been fun, and and for me, any opportunity to eat something good, I celebrate it. So we know that the Green Bay Packers beat Detroit 29-22. Detroit could not get their act together at all. The defense wasn't bad, but they blew some plays. At this point right now, the Dallas Cowboys all over the Washington Commanders. They up 14-3 in the second quarter. And Washington got the ball, and they're trying to drive. You got the only college football game is tonight is Ole Miss and Mississippi State. So you got a lot of stuff going on. Now, a texter asked to explain the in-season basketball tournament. Let me try it I as best as I can. What they did is they divide the league up into pools. The pools, they play everything either Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, or something like that. Because they've been changed. I know it's every Tuesday and Friday, and I see them playing on Wednesdays. So, and you play round robin in your pool. Now, the Lakers beat everybody in the pool, so the Lakers won their pool at 4-0. Five teams in the league, so they won their pool 4-0. So now, all players in pool tournament goes towards your regular season record. All players in the tournament goes towards your regular season record except the championship game. That don't count. So each winner of the pool goes on, and then I think there's either 2 or 3 wild cards. Single elimination, and then they have the Final Four and the championship in Las Vegas. And I think it's around December 9th, if I'm correct. So that's how the in-season tournament goes. All games that are played goes towards your regular season record except the championships. Caller, you on there. How you doing?
Hey, Pearls, what's happening, Pearly?
Oh, right here fighting a little sore throat, but everything cool. What's up?
Yeah, so what I hear you say Lakers beat everybody in their pool, right?
Yes. So the Lakers finished 4-0 in the pool.
So how you think they can finish at the end of the season?
I think the Lakers can.
The pool early.
Yeah. I wasn't bragging.
Anybody could run through this.
I mean, the Indiana Pacers won their pool tournament, so their pool. So I ain't running from that.
Yeah,
I think the Lakers
like preseason. These in games and all of that. These like preseason games.
Well, they counted the record. I think the Lakers will make the playoffs. I think the Lakers will make a deep run in the playoffs. Whether they go to NBA Finals or not depends on how healthy they stay.
You separate the sheep from the goat when you get to like 40-something games in the season. 50-something.
Yeah,
games.
That's
when you separate the sheep from the goat. Them legs.
Exactly. And then, for the older guys who playing, like the dumb fella name who I don't like, but they need to balance his time and manage his time, and he doesn't wear his legs out. And you could want to play all these minutes in the first beginning of the season, and then come April, you're too tired? No, you got to get rest. And the league's new rule is you just can't sit people out just like that.
Right. Let me ask you a question, Bernie.
Okay.
Who you think, regardless to wins or losses thus far in the NFL, let's set aside wins or losses, looking at it in black and white, who you think is the best quarterback in the league right now?
If you're strictly looking at stats, then you have to say Tua.
No.
If you look at, I still think Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL because of what he can do. Because of what he can do.
Thank you.
All right. I think we have a lot of quality, excellent, great quarterbacks in the league. We have some young quarterbacks who are going to do some wonderful things. The Hurts, the Tuas. I think.
I'm a Miami Dolphin fan.
Yeah,
I'm a Miami Dolphin fan. But I still think Patrick Mahomes is the best. They lost a couple of games, but I still believe he's the best quarterback in the league now.
They're not losing because of him. They're losing because he got young wide receivers who can drop the ball. They're not.
Yeah.
They were, and I hope, and I want Kansas City Chief fan to call me and Georgia fan to call me, but they're not. They are hiding the fact that the loss of Tyreek Hill has been a factor to them. Yes, they won the Super Bowl without him last year. Yeah. But it's going to be hard pressed to do that this year. Those young wide receivers are not quite there yet. They have the ability. They have the pedigree, but will they have the game turn around by the end of the season is the question.
So I'm looking at, for the two best right now, my two best would be Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes.
Okay. I still think, and I'll say this much, at the end of the day, Tua's going to be in the conversation.
Tua?
Yeah, he's going to be in the conversation.
Tua, listen, that's my quarterback, but he really and seriously haven't really proven anything to me yet.
Look at his numbers.
He haven't.
Well, that's why I say at the end of the day, he has to do some things to give me that at the end of the day.
Okay, all right.
Okay? Thanks for calling. Yeah, next call, calling on the air. How you doing?
Hey. What you say?
I ready, man. I ready to try to stay out of trouble.
Is it Willie? Willie?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I listened to the fella just now, right?
Uh-huh.
He said he's a Miami Dolphins, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good for him. But I don't think he really understands when you're looking at, he asked the question, who you think is the better quarterback right now? This day, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I say Patrick Mahomes.
I think he is. I think Patrick Mahomes is.
Let me ask you something.
Uh-huh.
What make Patrick Mahomes to you right now,
uh-huh,
a better quarterback in Tula?
Experience, record. He's done. Listen, hear me.
Listen now, Bailey. We talking about this season. We ain't talking about no yesterday season.
Both teams have 3 losses, correct?
So we talking about this season here.
Both teams have 3. Both teams have 3 losses, correct?
Huh?
Both teams have 3 losses.
Okay.
What else? So but I understand the point you're raising.
No, but that's the question.
Let me say this. If you look at the 2023 stats, yes, Tua.
Okay.
But the body of work is still Mahomes.
No. Let me tell you why it ain't Mahomes.
Okay.
Okay. How much game Mahomes win? And they score over 35 points.
I don't know off the top of my head, so you can put me on the spot. I can't answer.
None. They ain't score over 35 points for the season.
Okay. Is that Mahomes? Is that Mahomes doing that, or is that?
He's the quarterback.
Okay.
The quarterback got to load for everything.
Okay.
And when they win Super Bowl, the quarterback performance make him MVP, right?
Yeah.
And through the regular season, the quarterback performance make him MVP, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you look at Tula Starks and Tula performance, overall performance, and Patrick Mahomes' overall performance, who are you putting on top?
If you look at their stats for this year,
that's what I talk about.
Yes, I'll put Tua there because Tua numbers are better. Yes, Tua numbers better.
So that's the question what he was asking you.
Yeah.
See, and he's saying he's a Dolphin, but he don't really know what qualifies one as being better than another one.
I got you. Well, that's his opinion. I give it to him as his opinion, and I give it to you as your opinion. But I see what you're saying.
I understand you, right, Bailey, but watch this. In any sports, the person who perform the best, they are the better player.
For this year, yes.
Right.
But I think he's meaning overall. I think he's meaning overall in totality.
He didn't say overall.
Okay, but I've listened to him enough to know how he go.
For this year.
Okay.
That's what he said.
All right, I got you. All right, cool. Got another call on the line? Call you on the air. What's up?
Yeah, what's up? Pearly,
turn your radio down.
Pearly.
Yes, sir.
I don't think he understands what I'm saying. I said to you, I'm not speaking of stats. I'm speaking of overall quarterbacks. That's what I'm speaking
When you say overall quarterback, give me a little more definition.
I'm speaking about experienced quarterbacks from the league, in the league right now. I'm not speaking of this year, okay?
Okay.
Because if it's this year, then definitely. But I'm not comparing stats to stats for this year, okay? So I want him to understand that. I don't want him to be twisting my words or twisting my tongue or whatever it is. No, sir. Okay? Now, like I said to you before I hung up, Tua hasn't proven anything to me yet, and he is my quarterback. I'm a Miami Dolphin by heart. Okay? So Tua really hasn't proven anything to me yet. He has to show me some more.
Okay.
This year.
All right.
For me to really make a decision on him.
I understand.
Okay.
I understand. I keep telling you I'm in the sack, I got a little bit of sense. I understand what he's trying to say. Don't forget, Fine Threads have a Black Friday sale tomorrow, 20% off store-wide. Some items in the store are on clearance as well. Exception suits and suit packages. They open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. I almost read the last thing when he telling me to say it. I think we have a call-in, right? For the final, or is it Rich? We got call-in. The herd is going to be the final 10. It's been a good day. It's been a fun day. Thanks for listening. I'll see you next week, Thursday. I'll be here tomorrow with Noddy. I ain't shocked the Dolphins playing 3 o'clock, but I'll take a quick break to talk to Noddy tomorrow. This has been Talking Heads with Pearly. This has been a fun Thursday. Be safe. Enjoy your food. Enjoy the rest of football. See you next time.
Your pumpkin favorites are back at Dunkin'. Indulge your pumpkin passion with fresh baked pumpkin spice donuts, mouth-watering muffins, and delightful munchkins. Or sip a Dunkin' pumpkin spice signature latte made with a rich blend of espresso, pumpkin spice, and vanilla flavors, all topped with whipped cream, caramel drizzle, and cinnamon sugar. Available hot or iced, Dunkin' offers the ultimate pumpkin coffee experience. Head to Dunkin' today. The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
Go CIBC First Caribbean. We help you
to get what you want this year. Spin the wheel of wishes with a trip for two to Miami. Spin the wheel of wishes. You can win loads of cash for Christmas.
CIBC First Caribbean. Win with your approved loan. Visit CIBC FCIB/Wheel of Wishes for more information. Conditions apply.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances, so come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
Let me ask you a few questions. What's your name?
Pam.
Favorite food?
Steak.
Beer or wine?
Wine.
Is your money safe?
It's under my bed, so I guess so.
Are you serious?
Yeah, why?
Unless your money is in a bank or credit union that's a member of the Deposit Insurance Corporation, there's no guarantee it's safe.
Yeah, but what if something happens to the bank?
Your Bahamian dollar deposits are insured up to $50,000, so you'd still be ahead. Plus, your mattress might catch fire. Then what?
Man, those banks and credit unions are looking good right about now.
Visit the DIC's website at www.dic.bs. Protection for your money, guaranteed with DIC.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM.
Aaron Rodgers said yesterday that he has some guilt, some personal guilt over the Zach Wilson benching. Zach's a great kid, said Aaron. He's a great kid. A lot of these situations, certain guys are the scapegoat. And what he's basically saying, it's not on Zach Wilson. Now, I don't think Zach is a very effective quarterback, although I do think he would probably be better if he had a better offensive coordinator. Oh, wait, they hired Aaron's friend, Nathaniel Hackett. Desperate businesses do desperate things. When you get older, you see it time and time again. The Jets basically said, Aaron, we whiffed on a left tackle. We whiffed on a quarterback. What do you want to get here? So they hired an offensive coordinator who bombed in Denver as a head coach and did not have much of a market. They paid for Randall Cobb, no market. Overpaid for Alan Lazard. There was no real market. And they signed an unnecessary star running back, Dalvin Cook. That's 0 for 4. Nathaniel Hackett hiring, he had no market. Alan Lazard, Randall Cobb, Dalvin Cook, all to appease Aaron. Now, I do think Aaron's bright, not as bright as he thinks, and he's always had this sense that he's his coaching acumen and his personnel acumen are much greater than they are. Remember, he pouted and wouldn't get along with Mike McCarthy. Can I give you some stats on Mike McCarthy, who may not be my favorite coach? But Mike McCarthy before Aaron Rodgers was 21-11. Mike McCarthy after Aaron Rodgers in Dallas is 37-23. That's a 63% win percentage for the guy who can't coach. That's higher than Pete Carroll and Chuck Noll and Tom Landry and Sean Payton and Bill Parcells and Joe Gibbs. Yes, Mike McCarthy has a better win percentage than virtually everybody not named, like Andy Reid, Belichick, and Shula. Again, he's not my favorite coach, but he can coach. Dak is having his best year ever. Favre's last year with McCarthy was excellent, and Aaron Rodgers had some of his best years with McCarthy. But Aaron didn't want to play for him, bad-mouthed him to multiple people, 3 of them my sources. Aaron has convinced himself he is a coaching and personnel guru. He's also convinced himself he's a geopoliticist, a shaman, and an epidemiologist. He's none of them. He throws a pretty football. Really, really pretty football. He's a great quarterback in his prime, although he's not now one of the greatest quarterbacks. He's not. But again, you can feel guilt over Zach Wilson. But Zach, that salary cap sort of clogged up with Allen Lazard and a spot taken by Randall Cobb. And there were better offensive coordinators on the market. And as I said more than once, Dalvin Cook was unnecessary. You had Breece Hall, capable backups. Spend that money on a center or a right tackle. You can feel all the guilt you want. But Aaron flexed. He didn't have a lot of power in Green Bay. He now has it in New York, and he flexed. And he got things, though he will deny he had anything to do with Lazard. Okie dokie. But Zach's not a star, not very efficient, but Aaron certainly hasn't made it easier. Nick Wright and I talked about this yesterday.
The Jets' offseason, being the Aaron Rodgers friends and family plan, was an unmitigated disaster. That's undeniable. Cobb can't get on the field. Allen Lazard is at best at this point a number 3 receiver, and that might be pushing it. Nat Hackett has never called a great offense in the NFL. People are like, oh, he was the OC in Green Bay. Yes, but LaFleur was calling the offense. Like, there are so many things that the Jets did seemingly to placate Aaron that seemingly just had no actual, they weren't tethered to winning football at all.
Yeah, again, nobody's denying that Aaron's a great quarterback, but he fashions himself as an expert in coaching and personnel and lots of other things, and so do many podcasters and people around this country. I'm fine with it. But you can feel all the guilt you want about Zach Wilson. He's got some baggage on this team that's not his fault. He didn't whiff on a left tackle. He didn't hire Hackett, Allen Lazard, Randall Cobb, Dalvin Cook. Some of this is just on the culture of the Jets. Desperate businesses do desperate things. I wouldn't feel guilt. Zach was never going to be a star in this league. But when you flex and you have the occasional power as an employee, be careful how you use it. You can puncture your momentum, Zach Wilson's momentum, and the franchise's momentum. We are in week 12 of the NFL. Officially, 2/3 of the season are complete. Got 1/3 to go. So here's who I think is now in my Super Bowl bubble. The teams in the bubble can win. The teams on the outside are missing something. So the teams I have in the bubble are Kansas City, Baltimore, and Jacksonville from the AFC, San Francisco, Philly, and Detroit, that offensive line, that run game, in the NFC. I think Buffalo is close but too erratic. Miami's close but is yet to beat a winning team. And the Cowboys have clobbered awful teams, can't beat the good ones, but they're close. Cincinnati would also be in this bubble, inside it, if Joe Burrow didn't get hurt. So let's start with that. That would be 10 of the 32 teams if Joe Burrow was healthy, 1/3 of the league. So there's 130 Division I college football programs. About 6 are good enough to play for a national title. About 6. There's 30 NBA teams? 3, and maybe 2. Boston and Denver can win the championship. That's about it. So the fact that 1/3 of the NFL, if Joe Burrow, singularly one player was healthy, I think 1/3 of the league can win the Super Bowl. And I think you agree with me on all of that, with one exception, the Dallas Cowboys. You think they should be inside that bubble. And I will say, if you look at data, it would lead you to believe I'm wrong and you would be right. Number 1 point differential in the NFL, Dallas. Number 2 scoring offense, Dallas. Number 5 scoring defense, Dallas. And Dak's having a career year. He really is. But they don't have a single win over a team over 500. Look at their wins. The Giants twice, the Jets, the Rams, Matt Stafford got hurt, Panthers, Patriots, and arguably the worst coach team in the league, the Chargers. Everybody, including Jordan Love, looks great against the Chargers. So I have said before, and I'll say it again, I need those last 6 games of the year where it's a bully against a bully. Washington say what you want. It's a division rival. This is 7 games. I'd probably go 6. Seattle, Philly, Buffalo, Miami, Detroit, and at Washington. That's the games I got to see. Bully against the bully can get physical. So, because I think when those games are played, coaching, situational football, and details matter. And there are 2 things that if you look at that would deeply concern me if I'm a Cowboy fan, that don't matter in a blowout, don't matter when it's a bully over a weaker roster. The Cowboys are not good in the red zone, offense or defense. They're not good in the red zone, and they're the second most penalized team in the league. So there's a lot of data that would indicate Dallas is a Super Bowl team, but they're not going to get to play the Panthers or the Rams or the Giants or the Jets. They're not playing any of those teams in January. They're going to play the Eagles and the Lions and the Niners. Yes, and when you play those teams, details and situational football are crucial. It's a bully on a bully, right? And Dallas is a heavily penalized team and not very good in the red zone. It's why I said I thought Derrick Henry made a lot of sense for Dallas at the trade deadline. Derrick Henry, they'd be a better red zone offense because Tony Pollard's a 2. He's not a power back. And you can only get so clever and so tricky in the red zone. If you're at the 8-yard line, 70% of your playbook doesn't work, right? Like there's just certain things you need, like a good old line, a power running back. So Detroit and Philadelphia and the Niners, to me, Detroit, Philadelphia, and the Niners are much better teams in those tight spaces, right? Detroit's run game and O-line, Philadelphia, Jalen Hurts, their offensive line, San Francisco, Christian McCaffrey, Kyle Shanahan's coaching, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle. So I think Dallas is one of those 4 teams in the NFC, but it worries me because they're more penalized than the Eagles and the Lions and the Niners, and they're worse offensively in the red zone on average than those teams. So that's what it comes down to. Is Dallas a bit of a bully? Mike Tyson was great in 98% of his fights, but when he met an equal, when he met an Evander Holyfield, he met a Lennox Lewis, and then you could tell Mike wasn't in good enough shape. He didn't have a good enough corner. Then all the details matter. And that's not all on McCarthy, by the way. It's not. It's just that's what worries me about Dallas. My Super Bowl bubble, once again,